And two. Aloha everyone, this is Alema. I'm Geraldine Fitisamanu. We are Manawia and we are so excited to be joining you today.
We're very honored and grateful to have received the Business Excellence Award from the Pacific Island Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, and along with that, we're able to share a little bit about us and our story. So, to kind of give you some idea, we started our foundation about 2020, but our story goes back a little further than that.
Right, my background is in college football. I'm used to recruiting the 17-year-old talented male from every family. And, in these recruiting trips, we would invite all the parents, all their siblings, sometimes some of the extended family as well. And so I'd meet all these siblings, but they didn't have as clear pathway as the football player did. And so I knew at some point in my life I'm going to get an opportunity to serve those siblings, those talented siblings who are just as hardworking, just as talented, and needed help to get themselves into college or a vocational.
Right, and along with that, after seeing our kids get into some elite colleges and recognizing that there is need-based funding that can cover pretty much all the expenses to go to school, including tuition, books and fee, room and board, transportation, personal items, we realized there's really no excuse for any of us to not have an opportunity to get a great education.
We knew our community wasn't very knowledgeable and all the resources available, so we made it our point, our mission, to show families all the pages of the menu when it comes to vocational training and education.
Absolutely. And with that, we've been able to get 3 of our Utah girls into Harvard University, 1 of our Utah boys into Harvard, 1 of our students graduated from Stanford University. We have 1 that was able to get into the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, as well as Vanderbilt, USC, Columbia, Dartmouth. So there's so many here in Utah. Brigham Young University, of course, and University of Utah.
Great schools, by the way. We love our local schools.
With over $3 million in funding found for our students.
That's right, and that funding is key. If you don't know where the funding is, it's very tough to say, oh yeah, I'm going to go to college. But if all our community knew about the funding, then we'd have more students accessing the funding, going to college, and really excelling and reaching their potential.
Right. So the next question kind of spoke to how do we embody this award, and I really believe it's in our vision. Utah is new to the educational consulting service, and so not only are we building a company, but we're building an industry here in Utah that affords families to take all the great work that they've done with their child over the last 17 years and really reach for as many opportunities that are available.
There are so many opportunities when it comes to career, obtaining skills right here in Utah, and a lot of our students just don't know where to find them. And so we made it our point to not only connect them with these resources, letting them know where the funding is, where the programs are. Now we're seeing students really start dreaming and planning the things that they want to achieve, because they didn't know that before, but after talking with them, now they're dreaming, now they're trying to reach a little bit higher to see what it is that they can achieve.
Absolutely, and parents, this one's for you. You know, you have a child and you have that time with them, and so it really bodes well for you to plan early and start that journey early as to what is your family mission statement, what are your goals each year, what are the tasks and time that you allot week after week, and then it really adds up in the end, and we get the privilege of taking these wonderful children that you've raised and really helping them to the next step in their lives.
That's right.
So the next question they ask us is, what is something unusual about you?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think there's too many things we do unusual, but I would say that our time that we spent in the islands was a blessing for our family. It was, gosh, 2008. We spent 5 years in Samoa. A girl from San Diego, growing up with the beach, but also the hotels is kind of a change, right? Living off the land. But it was so wonderful in that our kids grew up knowing who they were, where they come from, and the purpose and the mission they have to move forward with.
Yeah, one of those, I really feel like it was a unique opportunity to teach our kids who they are, where their family's from, what village they're from, who lives in what house in the village. They'd be able to walk in there and be just as home there as they would be right here in Utah County.